Good morning, office space. Good morning, office chair. Good morning, office birds. Chicken bear, you being so cute. Chicken bear. Oh, you're being so cute. You're just preening those little feathers. And you're telling Silverberry that this is your fur. Chicken bear, what are you doing to Silverberry's feet? You silly goose. You're such a little baby. Good morning, titmouse. I'm gonna miss you. I can't think too much about that. This move's a good thing. Good morning hair. Oh my goodness, it's all frizzy and sticking up everywhere. Oh well. But yeah, the move is a good thing, so I shouldn't be like all mournful. It's really hard because sometimes, especially Chips, he gets a little overwhelmed when I'm like, this will be the last time we're here. This will be the last time we're there. And he's like, that's so sad. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make it sad. When I say those things, I'm actually trying to just like remind myself, oh, there's more titmice at the window back there. I'm just trying to remind myself that I'm only going to be in a place for a certain amount of time, so I can try to appreciate it as much as possible. So it's not that when I say those things, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm so heartbroken that we're leaving. I've really loved living here, and I've really appreciated the strength that it has given me, and I'm really looking forward to where we're going. But for some reason, for me, when I say like, man, this may be like this is the last 2 weeks that we're going to be around the lake. It's actually less than 2 weeks now. It's only like a week and a half left that we're going to be around this lake. That doesn't make me feel sad. That makes me go, man, I need to get up and go on another walk around there so I don't have any regrets when I move. So that's why I say those kinds of things. But maybe I need to think more about how other people think about them, because I think it makes Chips a little bit like, oh my goodness, like everything's so sad. Why does everything have to be so sad? So maybe instead of being like, this is the last time I'll be here, I should be like, wow, look at the heron, or something like that. So maybe that's more what it is. Like, I can think in my head that, like, I'm here for a limited time, and that's not a sad thing to me, but I guess other people, do you guys find that, like, a sad thing to say? For me, it's just, like, a vocal reminder to appreciate and live in the moment. So we're going to go appreciate and live in the moment while I record some Pokemon Go. And before it gets to 100 degrees here, oh my gosh, it's like 8 in the morning. So I'm going to go and try to do that around the lake now, because people apparently really love it on the main channel. Oh my gosh, we'll have to talk about Pokemon Go in a vlog pretty soon, because it's been really great for my family too. And we're going to go and enjoy the lake before it gets super duper hot. Do you guys remember how I was telling you about the lightning storm yesterday? Well, this is some of the debris that got pushed up from this creek from that flash flood, where I was telling you how Chips and I had the lightning come by and we went inside because we thought we were going to get hit. When it hit, it probably hit one of these trees like right over here because it was so close. And you can see here's the little creek, and here by my feet on top of this bridge, you can see the water line where the water came up in the flash flood. And that's why the emergency vehicles were down over here at like the street next to the park, and they were marking it off because we had flooding here just a couple days ago that was that intense. And I can't imagine this creek being that flooded, but that's why all the emergency vehicles were around blocking off the streets a couple days ago. Look, you can even see it. You can see the way that the pine needles and the branches, and even some of these plants, there's like a little living plant right there. Sorry guy, you're gone now. Got thrown up here. Look, you can see all of the debris. Interesting. Well, I'm sure that's like an important natural part of a healthy ecosystem, is an occasional flash flood. Oh, now I want to do all sorts of readings and journals about that, and I'll be able to do so many more journal readings and scientific journals once we move, and I have access to the entire University of Michigan library thanks to Chips. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's too cute. He's way too cute. Look at him. He's moving around like he's sniffing around. Oh, why are you adorable? Why are you so adorable? I really like him. You're my real wild thornberry. That's what you are. My little Weedle in the wild. Ah, he's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go put him back on the flowers now. Ah, why are you so adorable? What are you doing tugging on the leaf? Look at you. You're so cute. Ah, he's doing inchworm things on a flower. This is so precious. There's always a frog plunk, and I always miss it over here. Ah, there goes little frogs. Ah, I have to walk more carefully over here to find them for you guys. Here, huh? What are you doing on my deck? What you doing? You know I'm behind a window, don't you? Are you looking for seeds? I'm trying to get some more birdseed diaries going. And you guys keep invading my deck, huh? Trying to look all innocent? Is that what you're doing? Trying to give yourself a little scratch? The squirrel, I'm like right next to it. He could care less. Are we just gonna stare at each other? You're one of those squirrels that probably goes up to the window and taunts like dogs and cats, I bet. So what happens if I come over here? He's hunting. There's nothing there anymore, Woody. You know why? Because you killed my tomato plant. That's why. Alright, let's see. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're walking towards me? That wasn't part of the plan. Are you gonna make a run for it? Is it gonna be a dramatic dash? Whoa! Did you guys see that? Oh, there he goes. Well, bye, buddy. You're my little duck invader. And up he goes. I wonder if I put more birdseed diary stuff out, if he'll end up coming and just hoovering it all up again. Oh! Osei was busy singing to his lady persimmon, and Osei Jr. got jealous and went over there. Osei Jr., you know you're their son, right? He doesn't care. He's a bird. He doesn't understand these things. Oh, persimmon. I think persimmon is making her preference quite clear. Alright, but otherwise the birds have actually adjusted really well, other than Blueberry passing away so suddenly, but I think she would have done that no matter which cage she was in. But the birds have done really well getting used to being in the community cage. Where's my chickenberry? Chickenberry? Chickenberry, there you are! You were stuffing your little face, that's what you were doing. It dropped a seed. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Chickenberry is doing well, getting along with its siblings and its parents, and I'm really looking forward to post-move when I can buy these guys a bigger cage, and especially, you guys, I am so excited for the chance to maybe meet with the glamorous Gouldian lady and get to learn from her on how to take really, really good care of these guys. Temperature, humidity, vitamins, rotation of food based off of seasonal availability in the wild. I want to go learn from an expert, and I'm really hoping that she'll let me kind of like mentor under her, if that'll make sense. Like apprentice under her, that's the word I'm looking for. I want to be her Gouldian apprentice. So that was a fun walk this morning. I had a good time. You can hear a titmouse breaking a seed open. There he goes, a titmouse breaking a seed open in the bird feeder behind the camera. But yeah, I had a really good time on the walk this morning, but now I have a fever. Where did that come from? It's very frustrating when you have like autoimmune issues to be having a totally normal day and then out of the blue you'll suddenly have like a really high fever. And so I've got a bit of a high fever right now, so the really weird thing always happens to me when I have a fever. I kind of can tell it's coming because suddenly my skin hurts a little bit and I want to wrap up in like a nice soft blanket, and then I think that I'm feeling hot because of the blanket, and actually it's because of the fever. So it's really yeah, I have a fever, but I want to wrap up in my nice little soft blanket, and I had to force myself to leave the little heat pad I usually keep in my lap, like a little heat pad kitten replacement. I usually keep that in my lap the whole time I'm at the computer because it's just like a comfort thing. I had to force myself to leave it in the bedroom so I don't like roast myself into boiled Seri. So I am resting right now, trying to get the fever down. I've been actually doing a lot of work all day. After I went on that walk in the morning, I recorded I'm hoping it's going to be about 3 episodes worth of Pokemon Go. So I recorded that because it's the most immediately popular thing that's ever gone on my channel. It has over 200,000 views or something like that, like rounded to 200,000 views in less than 2 weeks. There's never been anything that's done that's gone baby viral on my channel before, so I'm sort of stunned by that. But it's really popular, and I want to kind of save talking about Pokemon Go and how it's been such a positive influence on my family's lives, especially my brother's life, for another episode. But I went and did that and had fun and got to look at our lake, and I'm really grateful that it was the key to letting me feel like I could give my workaholic self permission to go around the lake. But speaking of that, like, oh man, and if I'm rambling a little bit, I feel super toasty right now. I actually feel really good because yesterday I made a vlog where I just said, look, I'm starting to crack under the pressure because losing Blue was awful. And you guys, Silverberry keeps calling for Blueberry. He keeps doing this, that's his where are you call. That's a Gouldian finch's like, where are you call, when they're calling for a flock mate or they're trying to find someone. And he keeps doing it, and like, I'm not letting it overwhelmingly get to me, but then unexpectedly, that right there, that's his where are you call. Unexpectedly, I'll hear it. And when I'm not mentally shielding myself from it, because he's right behind me all day. And if I'm not distracted or don't have my headphones in, I hear it and I just feel that like, right to the heart of, he lost his mate. So it's like almost worse in some way than if she had had no mate, if she had just been one of the flock members, because they wouldn't react at all. If like, I mean, no offense, Chickenberry, if you suddenly just killed over, the birds wouldn't really react because they don't really do that unless they're bonded with a mate. So, nah. But yeah, yesterday I put that vlog out saying I'm just going to throw the schedule out the window and kind of do what I need to do, whatever that is. I don't even really know what that is, but I know it's practical things. Friday we're going to have a really awesome event that Mara is putting together on the zoo crafting server, and as soon as it's over I'm going to start taking down everything. Like, I don't want to take down my office until like the couple days before. Sunday morning is when they're going to be here to take all of our stuff away. Except for my computer and our air mattress and like some cooking utensils and the pets. Like, everything else will be leaving before us and going to Michigan, and we'll meet it there. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting, but I don't want to take my workspace apart. I don't want to get rid of all of the awesome inspirational pieces of everything that are over here until the last minute. So Friday is the day when we will actually take it all apart, and after the zoo crafting event, which I'm really excited about, and then that'll be like that part. So I do know things I need to do, like physically, like things I need to do on that level. Emotionally, I don't know, I'm figuring out. I'm not upset or anything, it's just a lot of changes going on, and then part of me is still like, focus Seri, focus, get those games up on the gaming vlog, or the gaming channel. The gaming vlogs, what the heck? Anyway, don't mind me, I'm probably gonna go because I have a fever and I'm rambling now. But I did want to say that it has actually been a big relief, because when I take a day off of like recording things on camera, and I've still put like 2 or 3 videos out today, but when I take like a day off like that, I've actually been able to do a lot of deep level projects that have taken so much, and there's a titmouse pounding a seed open again, but they've taken so much stress off of my shoulders. I've been able to set up like that Google document library to share more complex pieces of the series with everybody so people can get into the series a little bit better. I've been able to contact some people that I really needed to get some commissions and get some hardware and software prepared behind the scenes, so that I'll be able to make new series in the future for the channel, which is my business. I've been able to do my taxes again, make sure I went through and make sure everything is up to par on my taxes. I've been able to make sure that all my bills are lined up. And those kinds of things are really important, but they're not like in your face pressing have to be done. So when my schedule is in my face pressing, have to have these videos up at a certain time, certain day, they slide to the bottom of the list. And one of the things that was at the bottom of the list, and it was kind of really making me sort of sick to my stomach that I had neglected it for so long, was getting the new zoo crafting members put into our zoo crafting server. My Minecraft server, zoo crafting, is like my other home. It's seriously going to help me adjust. I know it's going to help me adjust to be able to, no matter where I am in the world, pop into that place and have that virtual place that I have hand built myself welcome me, is going to kind of help me emotionally feel like I'm at home in a way, even when I am moving my physical home. And I think that's pretty powerful, and I think that's going to be a common thing for a lot of people. I know I felt like that with the role-playing forum that I used to run, the Harvest Moon fantasy role-playing forum that I used to run way back when. And I know I felt that way too, because I had to move a lot and travel a lot at that stage in my life, and every time I would log on and see the colors and see the forum and see the same people who I would get to talk with and start posting things, it did feel like I had a home online that could go anywhere, that kind of existed in the air, versus existed in a solid place that I could lose or I could have to leave. Or I would have to miss when I'm not physically present. So I think that it may sound weird to a lot of people to describe something like a Minecraft server or like a text-based forum as a place where they have a sense of home and community, but I think it's going to become a really more common thing as we move forward into the future, and especially as things like Pokemon Go start coming out, where we are really uniting kind of the virtual world and the real world. And I think that's going to be happening. So I would love the sociology student in me, oh man, like rubbing our hands together, wishing I could just peek into the future and see what it would be like maybe 80 years from now, when like people's virtual personas are probably just as valid and probably just as rich and diverse as their real life personas. Like, what does that mean for you? That's interesting. And there's a chickadee and a titmouse fighting over, oh, it's a hummingbird. That wasn't a chickadee, it was a hummingbird coming to chase the titmouse away from the bird feeder. Hummingbird, they're so territorial. He's not going to eat the seeds. I don't know why he cares. Oh well. But yeah, I'm just rambling about that now, because I think it's something valid. I think it's kind of like a lot of people are still surprisingly caught up in the idea that, oh, an adult who likes to play video games, and they're so far behind me. I feel like they're in like the 1940s now, and I'm like up in the modern era, and I'm like, not only are there adults who play video games, they make their livings off like sharing their stories of video games. Not only that, but there's even online communities where you can feel just as at home there as you do in the physical world. And it's not like I'm trying to say anything weird or like nerdy or geeky or anything like that. I just feel like it's a reality of what happens when you can put your intellectual life in the space that you can go to and visit, like by clicking on it on a virtual screen. So no, that's a fun little sociology fever ramble. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that the time of throwing the schedule out the window is so scary, because I don't know if it'll result in a huge drop in views, which means a drop in income, which means a little bit of a rougher month to adjust when we're moving in next month, because you get paid in YouTube, you get paid the month after that all you make your earnings. Like it goes through, and then around the 25th-ish is the latest day that your earnings will come in from the month before. So I don't know if it'll result in August or September being a little bit rough doing this, but I feel so much better having had time to do a bunch of the physical work that needed done to prepare for the move. And then today I spent all day taking care of the thing that made my stomach like feel sick, and I wrote up documents, and I sent out information, and I collected all of the new amazing people who were bringing onto the zoo crafting server, bringing into my virtual home as new members, and I am making sure that they're getting added in, and that feels amazing. So I'm really, really happy about that, and I'm really grateful that people are so chill with this. And I think I'm only, as somebody who does struggle with workaholism as like a real problem, not just a trait, but like a problem in my life, I think that I'm only so chill with the last couple days, fever or no fever, because I just have this vision of what life is going to be like after we move, and it's going to be organized, because I really think the key to feeling like you're making good progress in your productivity is by being organized, and the new life in the office is going to have better organization. I'm going to learn to pace myself better with video output. It's going to have adventures. It's going to have just so much things that could have happened here if I had just taken the time to organize myself better. So I'm rambling, and the thing I'm trying to say is I think you can really accomplish almost anything if you kind of organize your time and you work smarter and not harder. So I'm going to try to do those things. And also I'm going to eat my chips and crackers now, because look at this, my chips and crackers, my cheese and crackers. This is actually Daiya cheese, so it's vegan cheese made out of almond milk, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So lunchtime, and then I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for maybe some really cool adventures. I have no idea what we're gonna see. Maybe we'll dig through some of my boxes of stuff that I'm packing and look at my little treasures. That could be fun. So I'll see you guys then. Bye guys.